Hi, Chef Mark here from Mark's Easy Kitchen. Today I'm preparing beef stroganoff. Beef stroganoff is comfort food, it's delicious, but most of all it's easy, and I'm going to show you how to make it. First of all, let's go over our ingredients. So the first thing I have is some top sirloin. I also have some mushrooms. I have a tablespoon of garlic, one medium-sized onion, about a quarter pound of butter, half a cup of sour cream. I have some beef broth, some Worcestershire, some Dijon mustard, half a cup of flour, and about 6 ounces of noodles. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to take my meat and I want to slice my meat into slices about maybe 1/8 of an inch thick. I'll just slice the whole thing up. Once I've done that, I'm going to take my flour, pour it into a stainless steel bowl. I'll add some salt and pepper to that, and I'm going to dredge my meat into this flour and just keep dredging all the meat. Now what I'm going to do is take my frying pan and add some olive oil to it. I'll take my meat and add that to the frying pan, and I'll slowly start to saute that. Now what I'm going to do is take my noodles and add that to my boiling water. I'll add about maybe a tablespoon of salt, and I'll just let the noodles cook. Now I'm going to take about maybe a quarter of my butter and put that in the frying pan and just finish off my meat in that butter. Now I'll take the meat and set that aside. Now I'll take the rest of my butter. I'm going to add the rest of my butter into the frying pan. Then I'll put in my onion. And I'm going to stir my onion around, just let that saute for about a minute. Then I'll add my garlic. And once I add my garlic, I'll stir that around and add my mushrooms. And then I'm just going to let that saute really good for maybe a few minutes till it's all nice and cooked. Then I'm going to add my meat back to that mixture and just finish that off. Now what I'm going to do is take my flour that I dredged my meat in. I'll probably take maybe a tablespoon or two and just dump some of that flour in there and just stir that around and let it cook. And then I'm going to take my broth and I'll dump in all my broth. Now I may need to add more, but for now I'm adding about maybe 3/4 of a cup of broth. I'm going to stir that around, let that simmer. Then I'll add my Worcestershire sauce, which is about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Then I'll add about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Now at this point I'm just going to keep stirring this, and then I'm going to turn it right down to low heat. Now I'm going to add my sour cream. And at this point, I'm just going to turn my stove right off, my element, just turn the whole thing right off. Add my sour cream. At this point, maybe you can add some salt and pepper to taste, but I'm just going to make sure my sour cream is mixed in really good. I'm just going to leave that for now. Now I'm going to drain my noodles. And once I drain my noodles, I can put them on a plate, plate those up, take some of my stroganoff mixture, put that on top, and I would say we have beef stroganoff. Okay, so our beef stroganoff is ready. I just plated up my noodles and I put my sauce on top. Certainly looks good and smells good, and I can't wait to try it. So here goes. That's good. Noodles are cooked spot on. I can taste the mushrooms and the beef. The actual meat itself is cooked perfectly, very tender. Sour cream makes it so nice and rich and creamy. It's just really nice. I can even taste the Dijon mustard and the Worcestershire sauce. It's really good. That's a lovely dish. The thing I like about this, aside from being so delicious, it's rich and creamy. It's good comfort food, but presents well also. And it's easy. So there you go, my friends. Beef stroganoff. I'm Chef Mark from Mark's Easy Kitchen. Until we eat again, cheers. Hi, me again. Today when I made beef stroganoff, I used fresh mushrooms. You can use frozen mushrooms, canned mushrooms, or even mushroom soup. I also used beef broth, but you can use any kind of broth you like. And I used sour cream, but you can use whipping cream or any kind of heavy cream will work. And if you want to spice it up a little bit and maybe add some color, add some red pepper to it. Or at the very end, throw in some frozen peas. That's good for color as well. If you want some garnish, how about some nice fresh parsley on top? You know, cooking can be difficult, but doesn't have to be. So go ahead, be the cook, be the chef, be the mad scientist in your own kitchen. Just don't poison anyone. So go ahead, my friends, keep on cooking and bon appetit.